Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum. I'm going all in on Tattooed Chef Monday. That's right, I'm putting my entire life savings into tattooed nut sack. Woo! Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance, everybody. My name is Christopher Belly. I'm a certified CPA accountant. I'm a long-term boglehead investor. I'm author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon. And we're going to do a semi-deep dive into Tattooed Trucker's Taint Sack. And I'm also known as Tattooed Chef. And I'm actually going to put it into my model, and I'm actually going to give Tattooed Chef profit margins, because right now they're massively unprofitable. So I'm going to give them some profit margins, and we're going to see potentially what Jeremy Financial Education is doing to value this company. Okay, here's basically what he's doing. He's saying Tattooed Chef's revenue will be this in 5 years. Their profit margin will be this, and they'll have a PE of this, which means the stock price will be that. So what he's saying is he's assuming that revenue will grow at a certain rate. He's assuming they'll have a profit margin, some kind of profit margin. They don't have a profit margin now. And he basically thinks it's all just going to work itself out. I mean, yeah, it's losing money now, but everything always works out. Companies don't go out of business, especially in a highly competitive industry like the soy boy frozen food industry. So let's go ahead and share my screen. And we're going to look at some Tattooed Trucker's Taint. Okay. Can y'all see my screen? Where's StreamYard? Can y'all see my screen? Okay. So this is the annual report for Tattooed Trucker's Taint Sack. So just a quick review of it. Their revenue grew by 43.7% year over year, which is a pretty big growth. Why is that? It's a small company. Now, one thing I want you to keep in mind is they sold a substantial portion of the products to 3 customers, which accounts for approximately 73% of their revenue. So if they lose one of these customers, potentially, let's say Walmart dumps them or Target My Arget dumps them, they could lose 34% of their revenues, 28% of their revenues, or best case, 11% of their revenues. That would be freaking massive. That would obliterate this company because they're already losing money hand over fist. Now, let's go ahead and look at their financial statements real quick, and I'll show you where they're at now. And then when I put this stuff into my model, I'm just going to assume they suddenly become profitable tomorrow, and going into the future, they have a certain amount of revenue growth, and we'll see what Tattooed Trucker's Taint Sack could be if everything worked out. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the statement of comprehensive income and loss. So here's Tattooed Chef's financials, their income statement. This is their profit and loss on the accrual basis of accounting. So they compare it year over year. So let's double check their math. Did their revenue actually grow at 40-something%? Wouldn't that be funny if their math was wrong? 43. Okay, their math is actually correct. Now I want to cue you into something real quick. Gross profit. This is their revenue minus their cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold is what it costs to make a product or buy it. Basically, that's all it is. There's other expenses in a business. You got operating expenses, you got interest, you got taxes. Gross profit is just what it costs to make the product. Let's see what their gross profit was in 2021. 2212 divided by 213, 430. Their gross profit was 10.4%, which is freaking horrible. Why? Because you have all these other expenses. Their net profit was negative. Well, I didn't put the negative in there, but it's negative 40.9%. For negative 40% profit margin. Let's look at 2020. What was their gross profit? Their gross profit was 14.6% in 2020. So they dropped from 14.6 to 10.3 or whatever. That's not encouraging. Okay. I know we have inflation and blah, 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 blah. But if you're not even profitable and your gross margin's down to freaking 10%, that's pretty freaking sad. Okay. And they actually had a profit in 2020, but I believe that was due to some kind of accounting thing. Yeah. See, they had other income here. And then they had income from provision for income taxes. So basically, did they pay taxes? Actually, it looks like it did. So it looks like whatever it was that made them profitable, it was from some kind of accounting thing. It wasn't from, they're suddenly massively profitable. Now, let's go look at the statement of cash flows. Statement of cash flows. That ain't good. So in 2019, they lost $1 billion from their operations. In 2020, they lost $13 billion. In 2021, they lost 51 billion freaking dollars in cash flow. Or is this in thousands? Correction, millions. I don't know why I thought it was such a big company. They lost 51.3 million dollars in operating cash flows. That's freaking horrible. So their gross margin is shrinking. Their operating cash flows are negative, and they're getting worse and worse and worse. Of course, they don't have free cash flow. Look, they're purchasing property, plant, and equipment. So their free cash flow is negative, what, $67 million? Like, I don't know what there is about this company that would attract anybody right now, unless you're a massive freaking degenerate gambler. Jesus freaking Christ. So let's go ahead and look at something else important. The board diversity matrix. So this is how I really judge a company here, okay? They have 4 males, 3 females, and 2 gender undisclosed, okay? And they have demographic background undisclosed too. So somebody's being secretive. That's kind of sketchy. It's like, are they hiding somebody? Like who's on the board? Is it Jeremy? What if Jeremy was somewhere in this report? That'd be freaking funny. Okay. Now let's go look at the vegan frozen food market. So with a simple Google search, you can see there's already massive competition. Okay. We got Thrive Market. We got Naked, whatever. Naked. Okay. Kevin's. Does that mean Kevin's a brand? Impossible, Tattoo Truckers, Taint Sack, and even some of the more traditional frozen food brands, they're going to be venturing into this. I mean, there's tons and tons of competition. And if you look, the competitive landscape of the frozen food market is highly competitive. The brand is dominated by Unilever, Nestle, General Mills, Nomad Foods, Tyson, and Conagra. Now, Conagra, we're going to look at Conagra's margins, and we're going to see potentially what Tattoo Truckers, Taint Sack could have. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to be so nice to Jeremy. I'm going to say Tattoo Truckers Taint is going to have Conagra's profit margin starting basically now, which will not happen. They will lose money probably for the foreseeable future, especially with inflation. So let's go ahead and look at, get this crap out of here. Let's look at Conagra, my Viagra. Do they have their gross profit margin on here? Of course they don't. Of course. What is Conagra's gross profit? Okay, so it looks like their gross profit for 2021 was 30%. And that allowed them to become profitable. Conagra's a profitable company. Tattooed Chef is 1/3 of that. 10% gross profit is hot freaking garbage. Now let's go look at their bottom line profit. So for the quarter ended February 2022, 7.5%. November, 9%. August, roughly 9%. And May 2021, 10%, 11%. So I think LaFufu thinks Tattoo Truckers Ball Sack is going to be roughly a 10% profit margin at some point in the future. So we're going to be nice to Jeremy, and we're going to say starting tomorrow, Tattoo Truckers Ball Sack is going to have a 10% profit margin. Okay. What is Conagra's PE ratio? Conagra PE ratio. It's 15. Okay. Roughly in line with the market. Okay. Last but not least, we're going to look at Tattooed Chef products, and then we're going to go to my model. My amazing, delicious model that I'm selling for $20,000. So here's some of their products. Go to the store and buy one and just look at how small it is. It's freaking 6 by 6 inches, I believe. Super small. It's got like 300 calories and it's like $5 or $6. Okay. Who is going to buy this with inflation? People are going to go and get fresh foods or some kind of discount value brand, especially if their money's tight from freaking gas prices and inflation. But no, people are going to buy Tattoo Truckers Taint Sack, bro. It's ridiculous, man. Now, my favorite one is the Buddha Bowl. I don't know what it is about the Buddha Bowl. Oh my, $10. Jesus freaking Christ. Yeah, it doesn't cost that much. Let's see, should I add this to my cart? Here's the back of the Buddha Bowl, okay? 320 calories. And these freaking clowns on their website want to charge you $10, but you'll probably pay about $5. So 320 calories, 6 by 6, Who is this going to feed? If you have a family, you're not going to freaking buy this. No, only super well off, basically rich liberals are going to freaking buy this as like a novelty, okay? Ooh, look at that fiber, 33%. Probably crap your pants. Okay, so that's Tattoo Trucker's Taste. That's the amazing brand that Jeremy Lafifi bought. So let's go ahead and pull up my model. Let's see. Actually, let me pull up the Tattoo Trucker's Taint Sack. I got so many freaking windows open. It's like crazy. Let's get their last 12 months of revenue. So, God, this freaking mouse kills me. So their net revenue was $213.43 million. So, you guys like the Jeremy? Okay, so that was their revenue. And their shares outstanding. Let's see their balance sheet. Let's see if it actually shows it. Okay, common stock, 82.2 million. I'll just copy that over. Okay. Shares outstanding. Hope that doesn't break my model. Okay. Discount rate. Let's say I want a 15%. Nah, let's do 10. Let's be nice to Jeremy. Revenue growth assumption. Now, this is going to be a tricky one. So they grew their revenues at, what, 43%? Let's be super nice to Jeremy and say 30%, okay? Profit margin, 10%. PE at disposition, $15. Let's see. Share buyback. So they're probably going to be diluting. Let's see. How much did they dilute? So roughly, let's see. 82, 237, 813 divided by 71.6. I probably didn't have to type in all those numbers. So they issued 15% more shares. They diluted by 15% over the last year over year. We'll be nice to Tattoo Trucker's ball sack, even though they're losing money, and we'll say they're going to dilute shares at 5%. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Now, look at this model, ladies and gentlemen. We got trailing 12-month revenue. Did I put that in accurately? Because these numbers look extremely low. I'm a little nervous I did something wrong. This is bad. Let's see. 213, 430. Okay, and they have 82 million shares. Did I do something wrong? Because these numbers look freaking god awful. I think I got everything correct. Discount rate 10%, revenue growth 30%, profit margin 10%. And this is assuming they get profitable tomorrow. Not happening. And PE at disposition, we'll give them 20. Why not? It's growing faster. And share dilution of 5%. We'll drop that to 1%. Okay. Actually, we'll say Tattoo Chef does buybacks. So let's think about this for a moment. My gap model, I'm not using free cash flow. It's not ready yet. And they don't have positive free cash flow. If you were to buy Tattoo Trucker's ball sack right now to get a 10% return, assuming a 30% revenue growth over the next 5 years, and a PE when you sell it at 20 with share buybacks, it's still only a buy at $18. What are you doing, Jeremy Lafufu? I don't freaking understand what you're doing. This makes no freaking sense to me. Okay, this is nuts. Let's see. I really feel like, is there something wrong with my model? Can somebody point something out that's wrong with this? I feel like this is crazy. Okay, and what my model is telling me is the share price at sale is going to be $24. So if this model works out correctly, and they have a PE ratio of 20, they're going to have, it's going to be a $24 or $25 stock in 5 years. Which, according to Jeremy, okay, let's see. Let's try a 15% return. Guys, I don't see it. I don't understand what's going on here. I really feel, is there something wrong with my model? Or is Tattoo Chef really just this freaking bad? Let's see. Disposition, profit times PE. Okay, that's correct. Shares outstanding. See, the shares are going down, okay, by 5%. Discounted earnings. Is my discount rate incorrect? Is something wrong with my model, or is this just freaking this bad? Holy crap, man. Okay, everything looks good. Let's see, share price at sale. I'm really checking my model. Like this can't be this freaking bad. So the market cap in 5 years would be $1.5 billion, which that seems reasonable, right? If they actually had this kind of growth and profit margins, that didn't seem crazy to me. Shares outstanding. Yeah, I think my model's correct. So I would buy Tattoo Trucker's ball sack at $14. And you know, let's not do this 5%. This is stupid. I would buy Tattooed ball sack at $9 to get a 15% return, assuming they become profitable tomorrow, which they are very, 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 very far from being profitable. Let's say if their margin is negative 10%. Oh, well, Tattooed Chef would have to pay me $9.14 per share to buy it. Oh, my freaking God. Jeremy is the dumbest idiot I have ever freaking seen in my entire life. That is so bad. It is unimaginably bad. Okay, let me see the comments. Did somebody see a problem with my model? Let's see. All right, we'll look at some comments. I think the baby's waking up. Might have to go. Well, it's 8 now. Oh, some Tattoo Chefs to buy. See, guys, if they could turn the 10% profit margin tomorrow. Yeah. You think Tattooed Chef stock helps with bowel movement? 100%, man. All that fiber. Why is shares outstanding going down? So in the model, I put that they were buying back. I was being so extremely generous to Jeremy. I said they would buy back shares, which is literally possible because they don't have positive free cash flow. In reality, they're going to issue more shares. So that was just a joke. The whole point of this video. Yeah, I think the baby's waking up. I'll have to head out in a second. The whole point of this video is just to show you that the company is so trash that even if you put reasonable assumptions and they were profitable and they grew at 30%, and they would be roughly a $1.5 billion company in 3 years, which that seems reasonable to me. Doesn't seem crazy. It's still a horrible freaking buy. It's garbage. I don't understand. Yeah, it's not, dude. I think wasn't it negative 40% profit margin? Like that's so bad. Dude, what is this model? Have you been in a supermarket aisle? Yeah, you don't have to punch numbers in and try to figure out. No, just go to the supermarket, bro. That's all you got to do. Bro, Jeremy doesn't pressure people to buy to a market as much, though. I don't even know what Jeremy does. Jeremy's a freaking idiot. Do conservative realistic analysis. Buy price $2. Honestly, it wouldn't work in my model. I would have to individually punch in numbers and kind of figure out when Tattooed Chef would become profitable. Because I don't know when it's going to become profitable. I could guess maybe. I have no idea. I don't know when it's going to. I can't predict that. But what I know is it's losing money. They're issuing shares. They had 15% dilution year over year from 2020 to 2021. Their gross margin is 10% and it's shrinking. That might change, but they need to get to Conagra's gross margins of 30%. 10 to 30% is massive, freaking massive, especially with the price of Tattooed Chef meals. They should have higher margins. I don't understand why they don't. Those meals are freaking expensive. It's like a luxury freaking, it's like the Tesla of freaking frozen food. Is there a way to download your model? Okay, Venmo me $20,000 and I'll do it. Your model is right. Yeah, when I saw those numbers, it just doesn't compute. I don't understand. But you got to think about it. The model is, you got to think about it in two ways. So the model is all about cash flows. But you also can look at the market cap. So that's what Jeremy does. He's like, okay, well, the market cap's this, and the market cap's going to be that sometime in the future. That's literally all he does. It's super easy. You just put in a freaking growth rate assumption. You assign a price to sales ratio to it. You just pull out of your butt. And you're like, oh, see, the stock's going to 10x, bro. But then again, you don't realize that companies can go out of business. Well, it looks like Julius is the first person to buy my model. Imagine if somebody actually gave me 20 grand. Actually, I would feel really horrible. I would give you the model, but I would feel freaking horrible. Don't give me 20 grand. It's a joke. Jeremy's house looks a lot nicer. Yeah, he's got a much bigger house than me. I would say his house isn't nicer than mine. My house actually has soul. You know what I'm saying? This is my future daughter's room. I got some koala bears on the wall. It's a normal house. We got like normal furniture. We got colors. It's like bright and happy in this house. Jeremy's house is a soulless, white painted, I don't modern, depressing crap hole. Like, I would hate to live in that house. It's huge. It's basically empty. It's full of like white furniture. And you look at the backyard, you have this whole like mountain of rocks going up the hill. My front yard, I got freaking ducks. I got a pond. I got geese. But his house is bigger than yours. I'm a lot happier in this house. Okay. Oh, and it's cheaper, by the way. I can max my tax advantage account living in this house. I heard his PE is around 50. Let me plug 50 into the model. PE my EE. Okay, so I'm not going to show it, but if I plug 50 into my model and I say they have a 10% profit margin starting tomorrow, it would be a buy at $20. Oh, LaFufu, you are a sad, sad individual. Good luck on Kevin debate. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, guys. Kevin's going to crush me. He's going to clap my cheeks. I'm ready. I mean, at the end of the day, we're not going to change each other's minds. I'll say my piece. He'll say his. And cool. I'll go about my day. Conagra is a massive company that basically controls Texas of novelty food company. Yeah. I mean, I'm not positive about Tattooed Chef's future. I hope your channel will grow to 10K soon. My subs are starting to accelerate. I don't know what's causing that. I don't know if it's the model. I don't know if it's people are watching older videos. I don't know what's causing my subs to go up, but can somebody please tell, what do y'all like the most? Do you like the stock analysis or do you like the LaFufu hate? I mean, I may just do a poll and see what people are starting to like. Strongman, how's VT in World War III? Probably go down pretty massively, but so will every other freaking stock. And guess what? You think in 20 years, well, World War III might destroy the world, but if we come out of it, decently okay. I mean, I'm buying VT for 30, 40, 50 years. I'm selling VT and I'll probably sell some VT in 2052. I'm not even joking. 2052. That's 30 years away. Potent orc army losing because he feeds them Tattooed Chef. That'd be bullish. Okay, screw college likes hate. It's definitely the bathrobe. Do you see the Me Kevin video where he warned people about buying risky stocks like Tesla, saying that most people will only right thing to do buy basket index? When did he say that? I don't remember that. LaFufu stock analysis. Revenue my avenue. Price to sales. Dank. Oh, they're losing money hand over fist and diluting the shareholders. You don't sound like a liberal. I never said I was a liberal. Okay. I'm an arch conservative. I have 5 wives. Mentioned how Elon didn't consider the robots until Lex Friedman told him to be bigger than the car company. Yeah. Guys, Elon Musk, you got to love him and you got to hate him. Okay. The thing with the robots, the robo-taxis, maybe I could potentially see it. Robots, come on, dude. You're a freaking car auto manufacturer. You're just going to transition all your factories to freaking robots? Oh, I'm actually about to close it out. Is my kid still crying? He stopped crying. Thank God. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. I'll enjoy the debate because, Kevin knows more about Tesla than I do. 100 freaking %. No doubt in my mind. He knows way more about Tesla than I do. But what I know is I can look at numbers and I can see things that don't make sense and I can call them out. So he might know all the margins better than I do. And he might know, all the production capacity better. But sometimes it just takes common sense. It's like Tattoo Trucker's ball sack. You look at the financials, doesn't make sense. You look at the industry it's in, highly competitive. Doesn't make sense. Did you check out more Chinese stocks or did you only buy BABA? I have $1,000 in JD. I have $1,000 in Tencent. And I have about 10 grand. No, more. Actually, I probably need to stop buying BABA. I think I have like 12 or 13 grand in BABA. Because I have some in my Robinhood. And then I have some in Fidelity. Yeah, Robinhood and Fidelity. I have like a couple grand in Fidelity too. Like I've bought a lot of BABA, man. I need to cool it. I need to focus on my VT deliciousness. Do you think Graham Stephan's girlfriend demands a bogus salary from him? Does she work for him? I don't know. I mean, if she has her own YouTube channel, she probably makes decent money. Yeah, I saw that. All right, guys, this video is dragging on. Maybe I'll do another one. Hopefully my kid doesn't wake up, but I'll look at, I actually want to do Voyager, and you'll be surprised. We'll talk about Voyager. Anyway, that's it. Talk to you later. Choo!